Hey everybody, this video brings us once again back out to Disney's Hollywood Studios here in Walt Disney World. Look at that sunset, look at that, that is amazing. It's actually around, it's coming up 6 o'clock in the afternoon right now. We're actually getting a very late start to the parks today. We were gonna come into Hollywood Studios in the morning, and then my son and I got talking, and we actually had a very late night last night. We actually went to the Moonlight Magic event, which is a special DVC event for Disney Vacation Club members, and it was over at Epcot. We were out till like 2, we didn't get home till like 2:30 in the morning. It was crazy. The event went till 1 a.m. However, we got on Guardians of the Galaxy, the new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. We got on it right up maybe like, I don't know, 1 or something like that. So by the time we got off the attraction, it was like 1:30, and then by the time we walked all the way to our car, which we had parked over at Disney's Boardwalk, we didn't get home till like 2:30 last night. It was crazy. Plus, then we all had to shower, so maybe by like 3:30, we were finally in bed. Needless to say, we slept in this morning, so we got a very late start to the morning as it is. And then my son and I really wanted pizza. We hadn't had Maria and Enzo's at all, which is a fantastic pizza place in Disney Springs. We hadn't had any of them yet this entire trip, so we both wanted some. So we figured, you know what, instead of coming into Disney's Hollywood Studios, let's go get some Maria and Enzo's. And we got some pizza, and it was quite tasty, very good, very greasy, but man, it was so incredibly delicious. So that's what we got for lunch today. And then afterwards, Sean said, well, can we go to the pool? And I was like, yeah, let's go back to the pool. We've only done the pool like twice this whole trip, and we're not usually, well, my son's a pool person. My wife and I, we're not really big into to doing pools. We don't like to swim all that much, but since we don't usually do the pools, I feel kind of bad. I feel like we need to start doing the pools more when we come down here. And I told Sean we're officially going to start doing pools more when we come down to Disney, when we come to our resort. So we did the pool again today. So now that it's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we're finally getting into the park, and the park closes in 3 hours. So we only have 3 hours to really enjoy Hollywood Studios. My son and my wife already went in. They're going to go back to Black Spider Outpost, the new Star Wars land, and start playing the Bounty Hunter game. I think that's what we're going to do tonight. Probably not really ride many attractions. We're probably just going to do a lot of bounty hunting tonight, because that's really what my son wants to do, and I'm fine with that. That's okay. We've been on all the attractions here multiple times. We can what's going on? We can skip the ride today and just do some bounty hunting. Maybe I'll try to get on Slinky Dog. I think I will. I want to go on Slinky Dog at least one last time. For some reason, they're having a difficult time in front of me, like checking in on their phones. See, that's why you need to have the magic bands. You have the app, it doesn't work all the time. All right, here we go. I'm checking in. Hello.
Hi. Put your finger there, please.
Thank you, guys.
And we're in. I don't know what's going on with them. All right, switch. Oop, can't go that way. There's a chain link fence that way. All right, so again, we're back in Disney's Hollywood Studios, my second favorite Disney park. First definitely being Epcot, and then Disney's Hollywood Studios. I love it here so much. It's I don't know, something about the old Hollywood, the fact that there's still some of the MGM still here. Look at this up here, check this out. There's actually Geppetto and Pinocchio up here. Look at this. How awesome is that? That is so cool. So when you come into Hollywood Studios, always look up there on the balcony. A lot of times there's characters up there. Usually it's Daisy or something like that. I'd say 9 times out of 10 is Daisy, sometimes Minnie Mouse. But today it's Pinocchio and Geppetto. I've never seen them up there before. In fact, I want to say, I don't usually see Geppetto. Well, actually, I don't usually see Pinocchio even in the parks. Those are kind of a more rare bunch of characters I don't usually see in the parks. Geppetto and Pinocchio, usually on like special events or something like that, they'll be out doing some kind of photo opportunity, but you don't usually see them up there on the balcony or just anywhere really out and about. So that was pretty awesome. We got a special sort of, I don't know, a special look at Geppetto and Pinocchio you don't usually see out and about in Walt Disney World. Look at the Groot, little statues there, little figures that move around. All kinds of fun knickknacks and whatnot you can buy here. So the sun is just setting right now, which means all the neon is going to start showing soon, which I'm excited about. This park is beautiful at night due to all the neon. If you're like me and you love old school road signs, you love neon signs, this park is definitely the one to come to. So last time we were here, we actually walked down that way and I showed you some things. Maybe I should take you guys down there. Do we even walk that way? I cannot remember where we went last time I had you in the park. Did we even walk down to Tower of Terror? Maybe we did. Maybe we did not. I don't remember. I want to show you guys something cool over here though. So when you come in, again, something people just tend to walk just right past. Come in, although is this girl taking a photo of this? She's not, I thought she was taking a photo. So come in here, when you walk in, right down there is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at the Groundman's Chinese Theater. Look at this cameraman right here. And then read the little plaque. It actually says, "The world you have entered was created by the Walt Disney Company and is dedicated to Hollywood, not a place on the map, but a state of mind that exists it's hard to read with the sun glaring on it, with a state of mind that exists everywhere people dream and wonder and imagine, a place where illusion and reality are fused by technical magic. We welcome you to a Hollywood that never was and always will be. May 1st, 1989, Michael D. Eisner." How cool is that? Wow, that was really difficult to read with the sun shining. Like I had this nice glare right across my glasses as I was trying to read it. That was very difficult. But Michael D. Eisner right there, as what he said when he dedicated this park. I love Michael Eisner. The guy gets a bad rap because, okay, I will admit, towards the end of his time here at Disney, towards the end of his time being the CEO, he made a couple mistakes. But you look into the history of Michael Eisner, he did a lot of great stuff for Disney. He actually had a business partner he would do stuff with. I'm forgetting his name. You guys can leave a comment down below. I feel like I should know this. I feel like I should know my Disney lore, but I don't. He had a business partner that he used to work with, and he was kind of the money man. So basically, Michael Eisner would have all these ideas, all these things he wanted to do, all these just ideas going around his head, and he would go to his business partner and say, "How can we afford this? How can we make this happen?" And if they could afford it, if they could figure out a way, like he would figure out a way to get the money and to make it work, and they would make it work, and they'd come up with these great ideas, and they'd do all these fantastic things. And I'd say like 9 times out of 10, the ideas were pretty good. There was an occasional stinker. I mean, I don't care who you are. I don't care how fantastic of a CEO you are, how fantastic of a businessman you are. You're gonna make a mistake here and there. Your track record's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna do something wrong occasionally. Look at this, Route 66 right here. Got my luggage and everything. So you're gonna make a mistake here and there, and he did make some mistakes, but for the most part, I think he did a pretty fantastic job with Disney and incorporating new companies into Disney, bringing new properties into Disney, building new parks, building all kinds of amazing things. He did a fantastic job. So I, for one, am a big fan of Michael Eisner. Unfortunately, his business partner ended up passing away when that happened. He started to make some more. His mistake record sort of went up a little bit, so fair enough. But still, I'm a big fan of Michael Eisner. So every time I come in here, I always read that just to be reminded of a man who I think is a pretty good man. I always wanted to meet Michael Eisner. Hopefully that's a bucket list thing of me. A bucket list thing of mine, someday to possibly meet Michael Eisner. I always say he was my Walt Disney. I don't know how we got onto this whole rant now about Michael Eisner. That wasn't what I had planned on this video being, but he's my Walt Disney, because growing up as a kid, he was the face of Disney. Back in the 80s and 90s, when I was a little kid, and I used to watch the Disney Channel, or a commercial would come on, or I would get those travel VHS tapes or anything like that back in the day. Michael Eisner was the face. He was a guy who popped up. He would always be forefront. He kind of ran the park as if he was Walt Disney, in the sense that he was always out front saying like, "Hi, I'm Michael Eisner. I'm the CEO. I'm here to welcome you to Walt Disney World. I'm here to welcome you to the Disney company." He would always put himself out like in the forefront, like Walt Disney used to do. So growing up as a kid, I used to see Michael Eisner all the time. I probably saw Michael Eisner more as a kid than I actually saw Walt Disney pop up as a kid. I mean, obviously Walt Disney was dead at the time, but still I would see Disney stuff, and Michael Eisner, his face would be everywhere, not so much the actual face of Walt Disney himself. So growing up as a kid, Michael Eisner was my Walt Disney, and I really want to meet him someday and just shake his hand, thank him for all he did for the parks and did for the company and did for the studios and everything like that. And just say hi to him, again, shake his hand and let him know that he was my Walt Disney. Michael Eisner was my Walt Disney. Someday, one of these days, I'll get my photo with him, shake his hand, maybe get his autograph. That'd be awesome. Look at that Tower of Terror right there. I love that attraction. Are you guys fans of Tower of Terror? I really want to ride Mission Breakout, the overlay they did, or the re-theming, I should say, they did in Disneyland. They did a Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout where they took Tower of Terror and they completely rethemed it, and it looks amazing. Here's the thing, I love I love Tower of Terror. It's a great ride and all, but it's extremely dated. Like every time I get on it, I think this is fun, but they need an upgrade. They need an update. I'm not saying they should change it to Guardians of the Galaxy. I would, without the stop go signs changing, I would not necessarily be against it if they said they were changing it to Guardians of the Galaxy. I would not cry about that. Like I know a lot of people would, but I'm saying don't change it. Just overhaul it. First off, get rid of the whole Tower of Terror thing because, or I'm sorry, a Tower of Terror thing. Get rid of the whole Twilight Zone thing because Twilight Zone is not a Disney property, and I'm kind of a stickler for only Disney properties being in Disney World. I hate the idea of someday the Disney parks becoming more like Universal, where it's a whole bunch of non-Disney properties in the parks. That would really bug me. I know, what about Star Wars and stuff? Well, obviously Star Wars is now owned by Disney, but what about Star Wars before it was owned by Disney? It kind of bugged me, honestly, that it was in the parks. And Avatar, before Disney owned Avatar, it kind of bugged me that they were in the parks and all that stuff. I just don't like non-Disney properties being in Disney parks. So I say get rid of the whole Twilight Zone aspect. Give it an overhaul. Keep it creepy. Keep it like an old, rundown hotel and give it some creepy backstory, but change it up and give it some new, I don't know, give it something new. Make it something more interesting and unique. It needs an upgrade. It just needs to be updated because it's very, very, very dated. But still, it's a fun attraction. I do like it for what it is. The up and down aspect, I enjoy. It's fun. Look at this, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. I'll be honest, my least favorite roller coaster in all of Walt Disney World. It's okay. It's fun. I'm not dissing Rock and Roller Coaster. I enjoy riding it, but it's my least favorite coaster in all of Walt Disney World. And the line, look at this line. It's insane. I don't care if you're doing standby. I don't care if you're doing lightning lane. I don't care if you're doing single rider. The line for this will always take you 47,000 hours. I don't care if the park's dead. You're still gonna wait in a 10-hour line. It's insane. And for a coaster that I think is fun, but there's other coasters I'd rather go on. Actually, every coaster in Walt Disney World, I'd rather ride over Rock and Roller Coaster. It's a fun attraction. I'm not dissing it. It's fun. It's cool, but it's not my favorite. Look at this. That's awesome. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, just want to walk you down here because I couldn't remember if I walked you guys down here last time we were here doing a video. I don't think I did. Did I? Comments down below. I can't remember. Did we walk down to Tower of Terror last time I brought you guys out here, which was like a week or so ago? I don't think so. But then again, maybe I did. All right, I gotta go find my family, meet up with them, go play some Bat 2 Bounty Hunters. We probably will be playing that most of the evening until I get a lightning lane or return time for Slinky Dog. That's all I care about. If the only attraction I get on tonight is Slinky Dog, again, I am satisfied. I'm okay because that is actually my favorite roller coaster. I was thinking about that last night. Like, what's my favorite roller coaster in Walt Disney World? I always say it's Slinky Dog, and I'm gonna say I changed it up. Slinky Dog is my favorite roller coaster during the day in Walt Disney World. Although it is really cool at night too because it lights up. It's actually pretty fantastic at night. But my favorite coaster at night, Big Thunder Mountain. We rode that ride like 4 or 5 times in a row. The other night when we were in the Magic Kingdom for it wasn't the Moonlight Magic. They were just open late for people staying at the deluxe resorts. They were open until 1 a.m. So we got on 4 or 5 times in a row towards the end of the night. We just kept going on and on and on. And my son and I loved it. Back row is definitely the best. Back row, Big Thunder Mountain, favorite roller coaster at night. It's fun during the day as well, don't get me wrong, but at night, it's not faster, but it feels faster. It's awesome. All right, guys, but again, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta find my family, so as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts. Proceeds, both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon, do go to help keeping the show going. So I really do appreciate it, guys. It really does mean a whole heck of a lot to me. And I love sending you guys postcards every single month as well. A lot of you guys thank me for those. Those of you who are patrons and who get postcards, I love it when I hear thanks from you guys for getting your monthly postcards sent to you. But all right, guys, like I said, I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. What should I have for dinner? I don't know. I don't really like the food at Hollywood Studios. Although it's my second favorite park, I don't like the food options here. I used to. They used to have some things on the menu in some of the places that I really liked, and they got rid of them all. So now I'm kind of stuck with like food. I'm like, it's just kind of okay here. There's nothing really at Hollywood Studios that like I'm dying to eat, but if I don't eat now, it's gonna be another like 3 or 4 hours till I actually get to eat. So I'm thinking I should at least get something small. I'm thinking maybe like, I'll just get some chicken nuggets. That's what I'll do. I'll get the kids chicken nuggets just to tide me over. And then tonight, when we leave, I think I'm gonna go back to Springs and I'm gonna get another deluxe burger. That's gonna be like my 6th or 7th deluxe burger this trip. And you know what? I don't even care. They're so delicious. Like I said, and the French fries, oh man, they are amazing. So whatever, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself some chicken nuggets to tide myself over. And then tonight, when we leave, I'm going back to Springs. I'm getting my 6th or 7th or whatever it is at this point. Could be my 10th, I don't even know at this point. Deluxe burger from Deluxe Burger. There we go. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Grauman's Chinese Theater. Something else I should get rid of as well. When you come into, again, I don't want to go on rants, but when you come into every park, you always walk through and you look straight down and you can see whatever the icon of the park is, whether it's the Tree of Life, or whether it's Cinderella Castle, or whether it's the Spaceship Earth. But here, it would be Grauman's Chinese Theater, right? That's the main focal point of the park. But they actually can't use, well, they could, but they don't use the likeness of this on t-shirts and whatnot, and for, you know, souvenirs and everything like that, because to do that, they'd have to pay royalty fees to whoever owns the rights to the Grauman's Chinese Theater, whoever owns the original theater out in Hollywood. They'd have to pay royalty rights to put it on a t-shirt and stuff like that. So as such, they don't use this as the icon of the park. They used to use the Eiffel Tower for a while. Then they used, right up front here was this hideous looking Mickey sorcerer hat. They used to use that for a while. They got rid of the sorcerer hat. Then now they use, if I'm not mistaken, they use Tower of Terror, which makes no sense because it's like down that way. So why is that the icon of the park? I don't get it. I was actually hoping when they took this and turned it from the Great Movie Ride and turned it into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I was hoping they were going to re-theme the outside of the facade and change it to something else to make it the new icon of the park. I don't know if they have, like, maybe they have some kind of contract with Grauman's and they have to keep it like this. I don't know. If you guys know, leave a comment down below. Is there a contract saying like they have to keep it like this? They can't change it or something like that? Or did they just get lazy and not do it? What's the reason? They should have changed it. They should have changed it. I hope someday they do, because I want a true icon of this park. Tower of Terror is great, but it's not the main focal point. It's not the icon of the park. The icon of the park sits right there. So anyway, that is my little rant, and the music is blaring out of these giant speakers up here. So before I get another copyright claim, I should probably end this video like I said I was gonna do 20 minutes ago. All right, guys, so again, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, check down below for all the different links, Patreon, Spreadshirt. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you in tomorrow's video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Bye.